My name is Wright. I am from Salina, Kansas. I am an artist and a professor at Kansas Wesleyan University, and the title of the work is called More Than a Glance. There's a lot of pieces in the work with lots of different mediums and material. Most of the material is painting, drawing, photography. So I work in acrylic, oil, there's some photography on glass, there's also graphite drawings, powdered graphite drawings on Yupo paper, and then powdered graphite drawings on a kind of watercolored paper with a resin cover. Oh my goodness. I hope they discover how different and unique eyes are, like just how the patterning itself or the shape of the outside of the eye changes how we think and feel. There's one piece in particular in the show that's called Saying Goodbye, and that piece I actually photographed on the day one of my best friends died. And so I had photographed my eyes at that point because I was like, I'm doing all these eye pieces, I'm looking at the changes that are happening, the puffiness, the form, all that, and I just thought, well, I can't miss this opportunity too. And so I really feel like there's a strong impact. So I want them to feel the impact and the power of when you look closely and deeply into somebody's eyes, or, you know, some like to say soul, you know, but really deeply, looking deeply into the eyes to really connect to a human being. I am a idea artist. I like to come up with some kind of, I like the surface primarily. Like I find a surface or a shape that it really excites me, I don't know. And then I kind of pull from there. And so as I'm looking at ideas and I'm brainstorming and I'm sketching, I start with that surface and then I build a process for that, and then I just kind of explore within that process as I'm working. I try to set some parameters because I like to do a little bit of everything, and so within those parameters I move forward until I get a body of work that I'm happy with. About 3 years ago, I went on sabbatical at work, and when you go on sabbatical and you're an art major or an art professor, right, like you have to make sure that when you're going on sabbatical that your research, some of the non-artists can really gain some understanding and growth, and it becomes really fairly academic in that nature. And so I became really fascinated with, I've drawn human form and I've played with identity for years and years and years. And I just thought, okay, where do I want to go? And I've been drawing eyes and painting eyes for many, many, many years. And I was just like, I want to do more of that. How do I do that? What am I interested in? So I got into this thing called the Wright method. It's behavioral iridology, where it goes over how the personality in person is shown through the like iris patterns. And so I did a whole bunch of research on that, and that's when you look at the exhibit and you look at the work that's called case studies, you see all this patterning. I deeply dug into people's eye patterns and then had to find people with those patterns, and then I kind of, I'm not an expert, I haven't been trained in iridology, I don't know anything about it other than what I've researched personally. But then I kind of like evaluated them based off of their eye pattern, and then that kind of went into, I really want to do expression, and I want to see, you know, how when you just look a different direction, how that changes how the viewer and how they respond to the work. And then I started thinking, like, the little red veins in your eyes are called sclera, and sclera then also determine all sorts of things. And so like when you cry, your sclera like shoot up and your eyes get red, and so just showing sclera shows that you're sad or stressed or angry, and that really fascinated me. So I just kind of I've spent literally the last 3 years like pretty much only drawing, painting,